Hey, Senator Mark Warner again, day 9 of the impeachment proceedings. Today again we're in the question and answer period, 5-minute answers, mostly fluctuating back and forth between the House managers and the President's counsel. I've got to get back on the floor, so I'm going to be fairly brief today. Most remarkable thing that happened last evening, where first of all, the President's counsel, Professor Dershowitz, literally made the claim that as long as the President was running for re-election, and he thought running for re-election was in the national interest, as I guess the President would define, that meant anything the President did was, in a sense, okay. That argument is absurd on its face, and I even think a lot of my Republican colleagues cringed a little bit when he made that argument. It was very discouraging to hear, because that would give not just this president, but any president carte blanche as long as they thought whatever they were doing was in the national interest. The second point that came through from the President's counsel was something that was, frankly, even more offensive, and that was the President's counsel, Mr. Philbin, who up to that point had been, I think, fairly reasonable, but basically said that it was okay to have foreign interference as long as it was, quote unquote, credible information. That somehow only thing that would be wrong would be if there was, in a sense, paid political advertising, somewhat the old way of the Russians paying with rubles for the ads that they posted in the 2016 campaign. I think the President's counsel's reasoning is totally wrong. I think it is against our country's national interest. It is against the activities of the Director of National Intelligence, the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, who are all working their tails off to make sure that our elections are safe and secure in 2020 from any foreign sources, Russian or otherwise. I've been hoping, and I've got more questions to ask this afternoon, that the President's counsel would walk back that position. A couple of other folks have asked questions around that topic. So far, they have not moved away from it. That's extraordinarily serious, dangerous, and quite honestly, frightening to me in terms of what signal it sends to foreign nations who might want to try to interfere in the 2020 elections. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully I can maybe even get back later today to give a little fuller update, but stay tuned.